Well, hello there, everyone. Sorry, I'm a minute late, but apparently I haven't done a live in a while, so it took me a minute to set up my video. Um, so hi there, and happy Friday. So I am going to invite you guys to my first Friday Fives. So I'm going to be doing these every week. I'm committing to doing these every week. So every Friday at 11, I'm going to share helpful tips in ideally 5 minutes or less. That's the goal. And today, I specifically want to talk amino acids, in particular GABA. So, GABA is an amino acid that's known as the calming amino acid. I took my first real dive into amino acids when I was studying with the Alliance for Addiction Solutions about 8 years ago. And that was a really eye opening program for me in learning how beneficial amino acids can be for anxiety, for depression, for cravings, and for addiction. Which, if you know anything about my story, it all makes sense. So, what are amino acids? Amino acids come from proteins in foods like beef, pork, chicken, and fish. And some come from, you can get them from beans and nuts and grains. You just have to make sure that you are doing your food combining if you're not eating animal proteins. So there are about 20 amino acids. They're used alone or in combination by our body, which is why you've heard them referred to as the building blocks of protein. So again, what I'm talking about today is GABA. And the role that GABA plays in neurotransmitters and specifically mood and stress. So I think it's safe to say that all of us, including our children, have been touched, if not literally jabbed, by 2020. And that's why GABA is my first topic. So GABA is gamma amino butyric acid. And again, it's our natural tranquilizer, and you may have heard it referred to as nature's Valium. And GABA can be used safely short term, so like 3 to 12 months for anxiety, depression. It can be used for sleep issues, and it can also be used in children with ADHD, irritability, kids who are just having a hard time calming their bodies down. So those like physical symptoms of just, having a hard time calming down. And it can help them calm themselves down. So I don't want, every parent to be like, my child's out of control, I'm gonna like give them GABA. No, it's a short-term thing, and it can help them. And that's the real goal, right? Is to help your children feel calm, feel that they are in control of themselves and their impulses. So the reason I like GABA is because it's really easy to take too, and it's really easy for kids to take because you'll take it sublingually. So it's under the tongue. It's not expensive. So if you're feeling anxious, depressed, not sleeping, or you have a child who is feeling all the things of, all those feelings right now, not being in school, the isolation that I think we're all kind of feeling, then maybe give GABA a try. So with children, I recommend 25 milligrams, like starting low. So we're always going to start low. I recommend that with pretty much like anything that I'm recommending. So children, 25 milligrams, adults, 125, and you just titrate up. So titrate up until you can feel something. If you feel worsening of symptoms or your child feels worse, dizziness with GABA, lightheadedness, even like worse anxiety or panic attacks, just stop. Like don't force yourself, because GABA is just like anything. It's different for everyone. So everything is not for every person. Excuse me. So the GABA that I like, Source Naturals has, and I'll put this in the link. Source Naturals has a GABA Calm, and that would be more for adults because that starts at 125 milligrams. KAL has a dose at 25 milligrams, so that would be good to start out with kids. There's also other forms, so like there's combinations. So GABA, this is one that I have and I use and like. It's GABA calming support, and this is a combination. So it's got valerian, it's got some lemon balm, and it's also got some L-theanine, which is good for calming as well. And so sometimes for people, the combination can work well. And this is Dr. Amen. I really like him. I follow him a lot for all of his brain stuff and specifically like ADHD education. So if you do choose to take GABA, again, I don't recommend it long term. So when we're taking it, we're also trying to figure out like what's going on, because if you're feeling it, there's probably a deficiency somewhere happening. So that could be you're not getting enough protein. Maybe you're not digesting your protein. So it could be gut dysbiosis happening, low GABA cofactors like zinc and iron, vitamin B6. So I hope that this was helpful. I just want to, again, give you some tips for all the anxiety going on right now. And rather than, just feeling out of control, self-medicating, or if your child is on medication, I'm not telling you to get your child off medication, but if these are thoughts in your head, there are things that are pretty harmless that you can try at least first. So yeah, again, I hope that this was helpful, and I'm going to be doing these every Friday. Short, quick 5-minute tips. If there's anything that you want to hear about specifically, just comment or shoot me a private DM. I'm very happy to address that or research anything if I don't know. So I hope you guys have an amazing Friday, and I just want you to know that you got this. You have got this. And I'm sending all the love to everyone out there. So have a happy Friday and an amazing weekend.